Yankees fans, take a deep breath. Last season was an emotional roller coaster. After losing Juan Soto in free agency, Aaron Boone's team struggled to regroup, making some strategic trades and strengthening the roster to compete for the 2025 title. But even with those changes, the story didn't end as many had hoped. In the American League Division Series, the Yankees were completely dominated by the Toronto Blue Jays, and the dream of the World Series proved to be more distant than it seemed at the start of the season. Now, with winter approaching, the team needs to make bold decisions. Adjustments, trades, signings, everything will be crucial to save the 2026 season and restore the dominance that fans expect from the Bronx. And that's exactly what we're going to analyze today. 3 bold predictions of the Yankees offseason and how each of them could, or could not, transform the future of the franchise. Prediction 1. Let's start with the first prediction for the Yankees offseason. The signing of Cody Bellinger to an astronomical contract, exceeding $125 million. Bellinger, as many know, started this year's season with the Chicago Cubs and quickly became one of the most talked about players in the league. What stands out is not just his athletic ability, but the way he transforms any offensive lineup. He combines home run power, speed on the bases, and an impressive defensive presence in the outfield. For the Yankees, who are still trying to fill the gap left by Juan Soto, he represents practically the missing piece in the Bronx puzzle. Let's look at the numbers. Bellinger, at 27 years old, already has a record of solid seasons in the MLB. In 2025, he posted a batting average of .280, with 35 home runs and 98 RBIs, along
Despite
with
still
OPS
playing
at
a
a high level,
.920,
represents a short-term numbers that place him among the best hitters in the league. He also has playoff experience, something the Yankees cannot ignore, especially after the crushing defeat to the Blue Jays. And here's the strategic point: the contract. Bellinger is expected to opt out of his contract with the Cubs this offseason, which opens an opportunity, but also creates a frenzied race. To keep the star in the Bronx, the Yankees will likely need to offer something between $125 and $175 million. That's a lot of money. But think about it. Keeping Bellinger means immediately strengthening the lineup and bringing offensive stability for at least the next 4 or 5 years. Now, you might ask, is it worth investing so much in a single player? Well, if we look at the recent history of the Bronx, every high-impact signing has been able to change the course of the team. Bellinger, in addition to replacing Soto in terms of offensive production, brings something beyond the statistics: presence, leadership, and defensive versatility. He can play both left and right field, allowing tactical adjustments depending on the opponent. Imagine what this means for the 2026 lineup. Aaron Judge is still the heart of the offense, but now you would have Bellinger and a core of young talents complementing each other. This combination could transform the Yankees' offensive innings and significantly increase their chances in crucial series. And let's not forget the trade value and future extension aspect. By securing Bellinger, the Yankees not only solidify the team for next season, but also create a long-term valuable asset. He becomes not just a hitter, but a reference point for future trades and strategic planning. So, what can we conclude about this move? Re-signing Cody Bellinger is not just a desire, it's almost a necessity for the Yankees. If they manage to lock in this $1 million contract, they will be sending a clear message. The Bronx still wants to compete for the title and is willing to invest heavily to do so. But the question that remains for all fans is, are they willing to give up so much of the payroll to secure this immediate future? Winter promises bold decisions, and Bellinger is, without a doubt, at the center of this hurricane. Prediction 2. Yankees fans, continuing our offseason analysis, let's move on to the second prediction. The potential arrival of Sandy Alcántara, star of the Miami Marlins rotation, to the Bronx. The Yankees have a solid core of pitchers, but injuries over the past few seasons have exposed a vulnerability that cannot be ignored. Without a reliable ace throughout the season, the team struggled and saw its performance in crucial games drop drastically. And this is precisely where Alcantara comes into the picture, a dominant pitcher capable of changing the pace of a series and stabilizing New York's rotation. Sandy Alcántara, 28 years old, is known for his ability to control games with an impressive combination of power, precision, and stamina. In 2025, he recorded 205 strikeouts in 210 innings, with an ERA of 2.85 and a WHIP of 1.05. Additionally, his ability to face elite opponents and remain calm under pressure makes him a perfect candidate for the playoffs, where every inning counts. But here comes a financial dilemma, with the Yankees potentially committing a large portion of their budget to Cody Bellinger. Spending heavily in free agency on pitchers may not be feasible. The solution? A direct trade with the Marlins. Sandy Alcántara could be acquired in exchange for some of the franchise's top prospects, ensuring not only immediate talent, but also a contract that would bring stability to the rotation for years to come. Tactically, Alcantara offers versatility. He can start the season as the ace, balancing the rotation with Garrett Cole and Nestor Cortez, and still be used in crucial playoff games thanks to his stamina for long outings. His presence allows Aaron Boone to implement more aggressive bullpen strategies. Despite he has a reliable arm to start key games, represents a short-term. Imagine the impact on opposing lineups. Facing Sandy Alcántara means facing a pitcher who combines velocity, control, and a varied pitch repertoire. He can neutralize powerful hitters while inducing critical ground balls when needed. With him in the Bronx, the Yankees would not only have an elite pitcher, but also a strategic piece capable of dictating the pace of any series. The trade, of course, will require sacrifices. Prospects or future stars from the farm system may need to be included to secure Alcantara, and this is where long-term vision from the front office is essential. But if the Yankees succeed, they will be adding a true leader to the rotation, someone capable of turning every game into a more controlled and predictable battle. In short, bringing Sandy Alcántara is not just about strengthening the roster, it's sending a clear signal. The Yankees want to dominate the American League and are willing to invest intelligence and resources to achieve it. Alcantara in the Bronx means more confidence, more stability, and above all, a better chance to finally reach the long-awaited World Series. Prediction 3. And now we arrive at the third prediction for the Yankees offseason. Re-signing Devin Williams, the relief pitcher who experienced highs and lows after being traded to the Bronx. When Williams arrived in New York, the first few months were difficult. He struggled to adjust to the closer role and had trouble finding consistency. But over time, the right-hander regained his rhythm, stabilizing his performance and showing that he still has more than enough talent to contribute in critical situations. In the postseason, Williams also remained solid for the most part, proving he can be reliable when the game matters most. Now, with the season over and months of reflection, Williams has expressed openness to returning to the Bronx, leaving the door open for negotiations. For the Yankees, this represents a golden opportunity, reinforcing the bullpen with a pitcher who already knows the team, the coaching staff, and most importantly, the pressure playing in New York. From a tactical perspective, Williams is the piece that can provide calm at the end of tight games. He can serve as a setup man or even resume the closer role in specific situations, depending on Aaron Boone's strategy. With a short-term contract, 1 or 2 years, he becomes a low-risk, high-reward solution, ideal for complementing the bullpen without compromising the heavy budget that may be allocated to Cody Bellinger and Sandy Alcántara. Moreover, having Williams back brings consistency and confidence to the bullpen. In the playoffs, every relief inning is decisive, and having someone who has experienced that pressure and shown the ability to bounce back means more security for the team and less stress on the starting rotation. In summary, re-signing Devin Williams is strategic. It brings experience, stability, and flexibility to the bullpen, allowing the Yankees to focus on other key pieces of the team. If the deal is completed with a lean contract, it will be a smart move that completes the circle of reinforcements needed to make the Bronx competitive again, ready to fight every game as if it were a final. And there you have it, Bronx fans. The conclusion of our analysis of the 3 big bets of the Yankees offseason. Signing Cody Bellinger, acquiring Sandy Alcántara, and potentially re-signing Devin Williams. Each of these moves has the potential to transform the team, strengthening the offense, stabilizing the rotation, and ensuring a reliable bullpen for the upcoming season. Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these bets do you think is most decisive for the Yankees' success in 2026? Bellinger bringing power and presence, Alcantara leading the rotation as the ace, or Williams reinforcing the bullpen in the most critical moments? Every opinion counts and helps build the largest community of passionate Bronx fans on YouTube. If you enjoyed this detailed analysis, go ahead and hit the like button to show support and help the channel bring even more quality content. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates, rumors, or off-season predictions. And of course, comment below with your thoughts, predictions, or even your ideal strategy for team. We want all fans to join the discussion because at the end of the day, this channel is not just about news. It's about us, the fans, connected and ready to live every play, every trade, and every decision that can bring the Yankees back to the top. So comment, like, subscribe, and let's analyze the future of the Bronx together.